our nominees for Badass of the Week, as we transition into it out of the White Sox, but still kind of linger in the White Sox, is Lance Lynn, who had a historic 16K game against the Seattle Mariners. It tied a White Sox record set back in 1954 by
right.
Jack Harshman.
Good old Jack.
Good old Jack. I have no idea who that is, but he had the record.
All right, 1954. Wow.
At least people know who Lance Lynn is, so that's good. Also, what was the other stat you had sent me? He set an MLB record for the season.
Yeah, season record, 33 swings and misses in that performance, which is, you pointed out, the Mariners swing and miss more than anybody. But in their 70 games, no one had gotten them to do it that many times. So
yeah, the Mariners swing and miss the third most of any team. They have the third highest whiff rate. After the Sox game, though, because I ran the stats pregame and post game, they are now second after the White Sox game
I would think
against Lynn.
Lance Lynn did that, so he did it better than anyone else.
I don't think he's back.
Boy.
By the way, before we get into the rest of the badasses of the week, I'll just refresh everyone's memory. This is coincidentally against the Seattle Mariners too, but there's a guy named Phil Humber. You may or may not remember. He had a perfect game against the fucking Mariners. So
well, that was 15 years ago, I think.
I know. It's not the same team, but I'm just saying. I said it's coincidental, but it's kind of funny when you think about it because he's no one knows who that is.
Yeah,
unless you lived in Chicago or were a Sox fan.
I think Lance Lynn is definitely worthy of our badass of the week, finding that one moment in time during this last week. Certainly needed to point him out in that tremendous performance, but his trade value is not going to be what you're looking for, as I think he's either last or second to last in ERA and all eligible pitchers.
I know, I was making a joke there.
Yeah, no, so I know, but I definitely wanted to bring up just because it came out of nowhere, because he had been flailing and been the subject of much derision, and to have that performance kind of out of nowhere, it's pretty impressive and worthy of a badass nomination at least.
Yeah, we're pretty thin this week. Let's get to the. We only have 3 total.
Let's get to the batters.
Yeah, let's get to the batters. Again, his name, this stud of a rookie, Chris Morel, is on the list again. He had 3 home runs, 7 runs, 10 RBIs, and a 1210 OPS.
Ooh.
Not too bad. And then Yaz, who I spoke about earlier, he had 4 home runs, 9 runs, 10 RBIs, including a walk-off winner, at an 1165 OPS. I mean,
so Morel's got the advantage in OPS, but Yaz has more home runs.
Okay. Which doesn't matter as much because that's someone else, and tied in RBIs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think stacking them up, the OPSs are pretty close.
Yeah.
Yaz, he had the 2 home runs last night. Is that what you were saying earlier?
Yeah, 2 home runs last night.
That's what put him over the top. I mean, that's what we're doing here with the badass of the week. We're taking a snapshot in time.
Yep.
So I would give on the offensive side, I'd give the nod to Yaz over Morel. I'm not, just barely, but just because I think the 4 home runs and putting the two over the top last night, including the splash hit. So I don't know.
Not gonna get any argument out of me on that one.
You're in agreement. So
I am in agreement. So it's just a matter of, is it a Giant or a White Sox?
Well, I think, again, I mean, Lance Lynn did give up 3. He was credited or charged with 3 earned runs in that game over 7 innings.
2 were courtesy, I think, of Ronaldo Lopez or something.
Yeah, but so I'm not sure the entire performance was there. I want to give it to Yaz. I guess it'd be 2 weeks in a row if we did that. We gave it to a Giant, because I believe Jock Peterson was our badass of the week last week.
That's right. I mean, well, when you got the hottest team on this podcast, really.
That's the other thing. Yeah, I mean, I think
over 500, 8 games over 500. I mean, who ever would have thought that was going to happen this year?
Is that the direction we're going in this week?
Let's go, Yaz.
Yaz is our badass of the week.
Yaz.
Congratulations.
Wordhole Media.